This Model 3 Performance already comes loaded with a ton of torque and horsepower, but there are a few upgrades I'm going to make it the track slayer that I want it to be. Now, what the car does really badly need, and can't really see the one that's in there, but it's gonna need some new shocks because after 320,000 miles, these are probably not doing well. This car is gonna get some Mountain Pass coilovers, and that's gonna turn this car into a handling demon. Today, we are upgrading the suspension on this 2019 Tesla Model 3 Performance. Welcome back to Rolling Stonks. My name is CJ, and this is my 2019 Tesla Model 3 Performance that has 320,000 miles on it. I took a bit of a gamble on it because I did fly out to Las Vegas. I paid $11,000 for this car and bought it essentially sight unseen from a guy who did not speak English and whose name was not on the title. But I would say it turned out pretty good. I got pretty lucky with this one. It's actually in really good shape. We've already fixed all of the mechanical problems, but it wasn't always like this. First, we had to fix the drive unit bushings, and that was a pretty big ordeal. You guys saw that in a separate video. And recently, we've upgraded the suspension, fixed the broken suspension components, and even added new wheels and tires. As of today, I've actually autocrossed this car twice now, and I've been able to push it to some extreme limits. But that content is for another video. Today, I'm gonna take you guys back in time, and I'm gonna show you guys how I got this car into the racetrack ready shape she's in today. We got the Model 3 back in the shop here because we got some parts here for it. And these, check this out. Oh, buddy. They're quite a bit dirty because they are used. This is a set of Mountain Pass Performance Sport coilovers for the Tesla Model 3. And these are fully adjustable. And I am so stoked that these are going in the car because this will make the car not only drive nicer on roads, but when I stiffen them up for the track, it'll give me some great handling. All right, Irvin already has the, what are these called? The front lower compliance links or control arms, whatever they're called. He got these things out and we're gonna go ahead and put the new ones in. Remember what size fasteners they were?
21 and 22.
21 and 22 mil. All right, we got some new ones over here. These are made by Moog, so they should be fairly good quality here. All right, let's get the new control arm in. Irvin already got this front lateral arm in, but he did discover while we were in here that this bushing for this control arm link is completely torn and cooked. So we are gonna have to replace these as well. Look at those. Ooh, those are bad. I did go ahead and I got some new control arm links, I believe is what they call these. In addition to that, we're also gonna go to the rear and we're gonna put on some of these, which are absolutely cooked on mine. They are located back here. You guys actually saw them on the drive unit when we had that out, and I'll put some footage of that so you can see what I'm talking about here. There's a whole bunch of names for these components. I'll go ahead and put them in the description below so you guys know what they are. I also got some rear stabilizer links, and these are Fevy-Bilstein, so they should be pretty good links. And we have our used Mountain Pass Performance coilovers all cleaned up here. We've got one of the front ones being set up by Irvin right there. And these things look like they're in pretty good shape. These should give me a lot of adjustability so that I can set this car up for the road and the track. All of this together should make this car handle so much better. I cannot wait. And because we don't have the 13mm thin well socket, unfortunately, this is how we're doing this. He's taking out the entire top mount and control arm. This is the passenger side, and as you can see, it is in. And it fits pretty nicely too. This is an old strut and spring, and actually this doesn't look too bad. This bumper's pretty hard, doesn't really have any squish left in it, but it's in decent shape. And even the strut looks like it's in pretty okay shape, considering it probably has over 300,000 miles on it. They sure look okay, but they sure don't look like that. He's got the new lower rear control arm link in. And wrapping it up over here. Here's the original one, and you can tell this thing is not looking great. Definitely looks like it's seen much better days. Okay. Oh, ball joint is very loose. That was cooked too. So good thing we're replacing these. Irvin has the new spring and the new shock, and also the new stabilizer links.
Stabilizer link,
this one here.
Fore link.
Upper Fore link, that's what that's called. Nice. Here is the old shock on the passenger rear corner, and it's actually in pretty good shape. It does not look like it's leaking or has any problems, so that's pretty impressive. This may be the original one with 300,000 miles on it. There's the original spring and the original upper Fore link. So this thing was pretty cooked though. You can see the bushing here is just destroyed. And on top of that, we have this, which is the old stabilizer link. And these were on their way out. They actually look okay, but the boots are cracking, and at some point they are going to fail. And let's see, how do these feel? Oh, that feels okay. And this one, that feels okay too. Actually, those were probably okay, but now they're replaced anyway, so cool. Look at that. Irvin has the driver's side shock and spring and the new stabilizer link and the new control arm link here. So this thing is just about ready to go back onto the ground. I'm gonna play with these settings, make sure they're all equal at least to start, and this thing will be drivable. The wheels are on and it's coming down. You know what that means. The very next day, I took it into the tire shop to get some new tires and wheels put on it. Oh my gosh, guys, look at this. We have the new Martian wheels on with the new Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tires. And this thing is an absolute beast, ready to hit the track. Fast forward several months later, and this car has been to the track a couple of times, and I've pushed it to some extreme limits. The new Mountain Pass Performance coilovers on this car are a game changer. The ride is way smoother than it was with the stock struts, and it handles way tighter with the suspension repairs we've done. Yes, this car has come a long way from its Las Vegas days, and boy, she's looking really good. Look at these Martian wheels with the Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tires on it. It's just bellissimo. I have these on my SL2, and I really, really like these tires. So far, they've been great for the street and the track. I tried to get some wheels that looked fairly stock so that this car wouldn't stand out, because I do want this car to remain somewhat of a sleeper. If you take a look at this car on the road, you wouldn't really expect it to be the rocket ship that it is. But this car is extremely fast, and it's got a little bit more of an aggressive look with these new wheels and tires and the lowered stance. It is lowered about an inch from where it was, and I really dig it. I had a lot of fun putting this car together and getting it ready for the track, and now I'm gonna have even more fun autocrossing it at my leisure. I am so happy I took that gamble on this car, and I'm so happy that I was able to get those parts at such a good deal, and now I've got a killer race car. If you guys like content like this, on cars like this, that even though they have 320,000 miles on them, they can still be turned into a really awesome race car, then please like this video and subscribe to my channel. There will be lots more content on this car coming soon and all of the other shop cars as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out, rock on.